Don't fight now. Just go the other way. There we go. Bitte. Bitte. Pizza. 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 Oh, license. Yeah. I mentioned his name. That's cool. It's kinda cold. Maybe we shouldn't be outside too much because he doesn't have his coat on just yet. I thought it would be a bit too warm. Yesterday it was really warm. So maybe we should cut this short so it doesn't get cold. You found something again? Do please stop eating random shit that then you puke out inside the house. You get normal food. Let's go. I guess I might just pause this for now, since my next video is not yet done. It's about obscure gaming mods. This one is definitely obscure, because nobody outside of my country knows about it. It's probably not really that much popular like most of my stuff, but that's the thing about modding. In many ways it's not that popular unless it's like got, what was it, Calamity for Terraria, or like some meme mod for Skyrim or Fallout. Yet in the last year I must have been just playing mods, fan games and such, and it's all free. You don't need to play like gacha games. or free to play MMOs that wants your money. You can just play passion projects, mods, total conversions, and have free games. The internet is full of them. You just need to find them. You know where to look. Maybe I should make a video about my favorite Sonic fan games. There's so many of them, especially the 2D classic type. Fans have really nailed that one since Sonic Mania. Like Sega doesn't need to make new classic 2D Sonic games. Fans can do it anytime now. Perfect recreation of the physics of the originals, better than Sega could do, or Team Sonic or whatever. They should just focus on like Sonic Frontiers 2 or something. Sonic Adventure 3. Because people still don't realize that there is other Sonic Adventure 3 is called Sonic 06. And there is a Sonic Adventure 4 that's unleashed. In Japan it's called World Adventure. The next adventure game would be Sonic Adventure 5. If Generations doesn't... it's not counted. Shadow Generations might. Yeah, technically Sonic Frontiers, since it got like the different characters, playable characters in the DLC. That's technically Sonic Adventure 5. It's like the next logical evolution. So yeah. There's so much gaming you can do just for free. If you're willing to look past like dated graphics or whatever. Hell, appreciate the dated graphics and visuals because they are often more unique than playing like newest Unreal Engine 5 game that runs like ass. Because it's literally the new crisis. Like Unreal Engine was literally made. Unreal Engine 5 was literally made for PCs that don't exist yet. That's why they run like trash. It's for the next generation. Right, cat? It's a... he doesn't give a shit. He's just a cat. He doesn't game. He just cats. I don't even know how much of the talking actually is audible or understandable because of my weird accent. Then again, apparently I'm more understandable when I'm not trying to put on a talking voice like in the videos. So who knows? Who knows? Let's say. Look at that. So did you know there's a remaster of Echo the Dolphin 1 and 2 coming next April? There's like a main site that had a countdown, like a 1 year long countdown to April 2026. And it's occasionally playing like remade versions of the soundtrack. Like not even just remasters or anything, they are completely remade. It's like a mix of the Sega CD and Mega Drive soundtracks. and the creator of Echo the Dolphin said that they are making a third game, like a proper third game, not a reboot, but finally finishing the original trilogy, because it was always meant to be a trilogy. Right, cat? Unfortunately, cat doesn't even care, because he's a cat and he doesn't play games. He's like looking around, looking for prey. As in actual prey, not the old FPS, not the later ImSim, nor the new Predator movie, well, the previous Predator movie, but simply prey. And my hands are starting to get cold. Maybe it's soon glove season. Glove season. But if it's glove season, then it might be a little bit too cold for you without your jacket. Shouldn't we get back in? What time is it anyways? Maybe about time. Get in because it's really cold. Let's say. He got bored of me talking to no one in particular. Let's say. Gyere menjünk. Still is going places. Wow. Oj. Vitsi. Gyere menjünk. Swish, 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 swish. You're annoyed. Cats are not like dogs. When they do this, they are actually annoyed. It's a... Come on, let's go. Yo, let's go. You know, cat. I still don't like how mods and such are slowly being called UGC, user generated content. I know it was Steam that came up with it in like more than a decade ago, but it's only now it's like making its way to the collective conscious of gaming. Of course, Roblox is about that, Fortnite is about that. There are no entire development teams that only make games for Fortnite. Like, what the fuck? And of course, there's a lot of kids making games for Roblox, you know, child labor and such. It's kind of weird, because I think most of the modders originally made stuff just for passion. Of course, some of them made it like because they wanted to get into like the game industry. Can't say that I didn't do some of that myself like that. There was always like passion behind it. There was no extrinsic motivation behind it, like, you know, external motivation, extrinsic, or whatever you want to call it, like money. But no, you make stuff for Fortnite, you make stuff for Roblox, even fucking Genshin Impact. You can make money out of that, so people will do that. Making mods are always an interesting thing. Make it because it's fun. Make it because you have an idea how the game should be and you want to make it a thing. Well, did he found prey? Did he find prey? Not the movie, not the game. Oh. Come on, cat. There's not a lot of people around this time of the day, so they don't just see some guy around like, talking to himself, themselves even. What? Oh. Have you ever thought about how weird Indo-European languages are. With having like very set word orders, gendered pronouns and words. Yeah, the very concept of gender is technically a language thing, specific to Indo-European languages. It's actually kind of funny that back in the 2000s, because of trying to be part of more of Western cultures, we introduce like more gendered language, gendered words in our language that was already gender neutral. And yet the Western world at least moved towards more gender neutral language and whatnot. In the end, then we are like, yeah, I guess roll back all that stuff. I feel it's a weird, unneeded complication that just causes issues. Unfortunately, the cat still doesn't care. The cat is reflective of the world of an uncaring universe. Just like the universe, the cat doesn't give a shit. Because he's cat. Picé. 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 Gyere, menjünk. Workers are building a house nearby. They are swearing and all that shit. The cat is not getting warmer. We should go back, go inside here. You know, apparently it's been found that World of Warcraft is up to 9 million subscribers again, which is very close how it was in its peak time. It really is like a new golden age for WoW, mostly because it's actually WoW 2 now. It was a gradual change, but the people didn't realize that World of Warcraft is now World of Warcraft 2. when you start the game, you get like a completely new starting experience, especially from the next section. New players cannot choose where they start to level or whatnot. A lot of people have this misconception that when you start like a new character, yes, if you have like a Arctic attack or character, you have the choice of leveling in whatever expansion or whatever. But new players cannot. New players get roped into the tutorial island, which will be redone in the next patch. Then they go to Dragonflight, like just no longer even like visiting like the capital cities, just continues into Dragonflight seamlessly. And after the Dragonflight, it seamlessly continues into the War Within expansion, and that will be even like a shortened version, like a recap, and then moves into the next expansion, Midnight. Like new players, unless they go out of their way after they reach like maximum level or something, won't even like interact with the old expansions like Burning Crusade or whatnot. Not even Pandaria. Because just as they said, when Shadowlands ended, it was one book of the Warcraft story closed and the new book opens, and that was really the threshold when WoW 1 became WoW 2. Dragonflight was created very specifically for new players. Questing through it, there's so many instances of like lore characters just introducing themselves as if they were new. You can even talk to them and ask who they are, and they will talk, and they will say who they are. It was very specifically made for new players. That's why Dragonflight felt like a kind of light-hearted whatever expansion. Because it wasn't made for old players in a way. There was a lot of stuff for old players, raiding and all that. But it had a lot of systems refresh, new stuff, new flying, and a lot of stuff that can be enjoyed as a standalone thing. Because it was always meant to be the new leveling expansion, the new start of the game. The new classic in a way, the new vanilla in a way. Except instead of like exploring 2 big continents, it was just one quite big continent with the Dragon Isles. That's why they are the lore walking as well. So new players can learn about old lore that they probably won't experience unless they go out of their way. But in a way it makes sense for such an old MMO. Other MMOs would have made like a extra second game, like Guild Wars 2. But no, WoW remains WoW. It slowly instead transitioned into its sequel, you could say, without people losing their characters or progression. And now it's apparently up to 9 million players, without counting China. Maybe the game doesn't make the headlines anymore, like back in the day. And there are lots of classic candies, or whatever they call. Would like to say that, wow, Pretty Wolf sucks. They can go play Classic. Or Classic Plus or whatever. Maybe the subscriber count also counts those versions as well. Yeah. Maybe it is finally time to go inside, go back. Yep. Let's go.